Yep. There we go. We now have the thing we need to use. So we use the key. Perhaps the keys from the safe may be of some use. Now to search the music room. Okay. There is a book. There must be something that fits into this hole. What hole? What are you talking about? Oh, the brooch. Brooch would perhaps fit the hole in the book's cover. Voila! Missing musical piece from Monsieur Christensen's notepad. I wonder. Do I have that now? That was the wrong button. Okay, no, I was thinking it maybe we... Okay, never mind. Do I now interact with the notepad again? No. Do I interact... Okay, do I chat with Hastings? Chat with Hastings.
What do you
Maybe he can tell me. The mystery lover was Mademoiselle Courtsmite. What mystery lover?
The argument with Irene at the gala, and then with his wife after.
Madame Hélène had uncovered their relationship. But even with this revelation, what still remains a mystery is Monsieur Christensen's involvement with the theft.
Okay. Piano. Always enjoyed the rich, rounded tones a fine pianist can produce. I fear my musical talent would be far from euphonious. Wait, what am I looking at? Ah. It's the Penitent Magdalene. Am I meant to... Okay. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, how do I... Okay. Betty's engagement ring. What?
Oh.
This is an engagement ring. What are you talking about, game? This is a painting. It's the Penitent Magdalene. So what am I meant to click on? To be like, it's the Penitent Magdalene! Because I can't click on the frame. Right. I'm going to go back to the walkthrough and see what I meant to click on. Okay. The cheek. Pigment does not match. Okay.
The pigment of this paint is brighter than it should be.
Meaning?
We have found our second forgery.
I think this is the third, actually, because there were two in the room. There were multiple in the room.
Huh.
Poirot, the door.
Hello.
What are you doing in?
Monsieur Christensen, welcome home.
This doesn't look good, does it?
No.
We have much to discuss.
So Mr. Christensen had an opportunity and a motive, but he continues to deny killing her.
And still 2 forgeries remain.
I knew it.
Pardon, monsieur?
I knew that's why she stayed so friendly with her. Irene always said she was besotted. That she could get her to do whatever she wanted.
Perhaps you should elaborate on the identity of her?
Yes.
The curator. Evelyn, what's her name? She could spot a forgery at 20 yards. What better person to show you the ropes so you can make your own?
If the board of trustees at the museum got wind of this, Miss Warbeck's career would be finished.
And in her own words, if anyone was to jeopardize her career...
She wouldn't be held responsible for her actions.
Dun dun dun.
It seems Monsieur Christensen may not be the only person tied to Mademoiselle Courtsmite who has a secret to hide. Madame Hélène has confirmed the surprise appearance of her husband during the intermission of her show. And as expected, she... Monsieur Hastings, there is something troubling you?
Is it Florence?
If I may speak freely,
You do not have to ask my permission.
this is all very overwhelming. We seem to be taking one step forward and two steps back.
I can understand your confusion, but you cannot allow it to consume you and your emotions to take charge.
Easier said than done. I just...
Oui, monsieur?
Must you be so hard on her?
I presume you refer to Mademoiselle Farquhar.
You talk about emotions not taking charge.
She is a suspect in a murder investigation, not a guest at afternoon tea. If Mademoiselle Farquhar is more important than discovering the truth and finding justice,
I would have thought you would know better of me by now. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with how you spoke to her.
I've known you for like 3 days! Again, this kind of dialogue would make a bit more sense in the kind of, in 20s or 30s. After Styles and they've become friends and they've done cases together. Not, I met you on a boat less than a week ago.
when it is your investigation, you will have the authority to conduct your questioning how you see fit.
And you'll make a hash of it.
Until then, I will continue in a manner that has and continues to bring criminals to justice.
And I'll just keep my opinions to myself.
Let us focus on the case. What do we know about Mademoiselle Warbeck's relationship with the deceased?
Mr. Christensen suggested she had romantic feelings towards Irene, but she was just another of her pawns.
She cleaned the master key to hide Mademoiselle Gort Smythe's actions. But perhaps she then became worried about her own involvement.
You think she could have killed her to stop the truth coming out to the trustees?
Which would in turn ruin her career. It is certainly a possibility.
Well, there's our bishop. Right, what do I need to do? What are my objectives? I have no objectives! But we'll chat with the bish, because he's here.
Your Grace.
Detective Poirot, good morning. Can I assume there is still a murderer loose on the streets?
London is a very large city. I would fathom a guess that there is more than one, as I have not had the chance to arrest him yet.
Your confidence astounds me. Look, you had better make it quick. I'm meeting the young Russian girl here. She had some questions about the museum building at the gala. Questions I'm sure only I can answer.
She seems to be trying to kind of inveigle her way into kind of all these different kind of people's lives. Florence, Horace, Demir. Relationship with Warbeck.
God teaches us to forgive and love thy neighbor. Sometimes that can be more challenging than expected.
Yes, that's why we have to be told to do it.
Has she offended you personally?
Using the museum for her sordid meetings with those uncouth men? I'd say so.
Wait, what?
She doesn't strike me as someone that would be caught up in that sort of thing.
And what sort of thing am I referring to?
Well,
Exactly. If you don't know, it would be wise to remain quiet until you're spoken to.
Then say what you mean. Meetings.
I walked in on them in the restoration room a couple of weeks ago. I had come straight from my regular Sunday service, as I had some business to tend to.
Why is this guy a bishop? Like, everything they talk about seems to suggest that he's actually just a normal minister.
I opened the door and saw them all sitting there, scheming and planning.
you are not aware of what they were meeting about.
Do you need to wash your ears out? I just told you what they were up to. And I could see she had the financial books out. Why would she need them? I'm not even privy to those.
You should be, as a trustee. You should be, yeah, you should be able to see the finances.
And when she saw me, they stopped talking immediately. Surely that is a sign of their guilt?
Merci, Your Grace.
First to be a black market dealings by Mademoiselle Courtsmith alone, now appears to be far more lucrative and expanded operation. But the priority is speaking with Mademoiselle Warbeck. Okay. Mademoiselle Warbeck's actions have been noticeably suspicious as of late. Monsieur Hastings and I should determine the reasons behind such behaviour. Okay, there are no connections I can make. Oh, that's dumb. I mean, I assume that's... yeah. What do you mean, talk to Horace? I just have.
Go on, then.
Oh, does your conflict not affect the museum?
You make it sound as though it is I that has a problem with her.
You just said you did!
Forgive me, have I misinterpreted?
If you cannot even understand what I have to say, how will you ever understand what Jesus and his Father in heaven require of you?
But, I mean, if you believe, then you believe that there's no kind of contradictions, and you believe that they're very clear in what they want. You're just babbling nonsense.
That is perhaps a matter best discussed at a later time. What I wish to know now is about you and Mademoiselle Warbeck.
There is no need to lose one's temper, Detective. The Lord tells us...
Answer the question.
Your Grace, please.
A lesson for another time. Let's just say that I certainly wouldn't have given that common thief an exhibition, especially now.
Merci, Your Grace.
Okay. Right, have I done that now? I mean, that suggests I'm going to have to interact with him again. Ugh. Right, let's go back. Let's go to the museum. I'm going to have a chat with Evelyn. Oh, here she is.
Mademoiselle Warbeck, if you have a moment.
I'm actually rather busy. Is there any chance you could come back later?
I would have thought recovering your painting and identifying a murderer would be at the top of your priority list.
I'm sorry. It's just been so hectic here. I can spare 5 minutes.
Could I see the financial books?
Is it necessary?
You do not wish to impede my investigation?
No, but I don't really understand what they have to do with the case.
It is important that...
That is quite all right, mademoiselle. It was not my intention to make you feel uncomfortable.
I mean, that tells you she doesn't want you to look at the books. What about the bishop?
Honorable? That's a good one.
I get the sense you two spend your time butting faces.
Butting heads.
Oui, butting heads.
It would be easier to say what we do agree on. I don't know what he has against me. I didn't like one of his suggestions for an exhibition, and since then he's made it pretty clear he wants me gone.
Okay, we can't ask for details about that. What is to become of Mademoiselle Courtsmith's work?
Usually after an exhibition, the artist's work would be returned to them.
But on this occasion, that is not an option.
I still have every intention of going ahead with the exhibit that includes her work, even if the trustees are against it.
Well, that's dumb. Hey, hey, trustees, don't fire me. We don't want you to do this thing. I'm going to do that anyway.
I'm still the curator of this museum. I'm hanging her work now, and that's that.
And that's how you get thrown out, all right?
I recall Mademoiselle Courtsmith referred to the exhibit as hers. The level of arrogance and hypocrisy is now even more evident.
You have been most helpful.
Okay, does that give me anything? I can connect. No. So we'll go to the restoration room. And that might give me something more to say to Evelyn, which might give me more to... or Evelyn, or whatever. Evelyn, maybe. And then we can go and talk to Horace with other things we have detected. Alright, the table.
Aha.
Uh-huh. Madame Warwick's date planner, let's see. Saturday, 2 p.m. closed meeting. Minutes confirmed that both Bishop Mountjoy and Mademoiselle Warbeck were present at the meeting. Is that the same meeting? Oh, trustee meeting. Book of old paint pigments and how they're made is always there. So the Saturday 2 p.m. closed meeting, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday 1 p.m. interviewed Thomas Keith, Heritage Manor. Thursday delivery of William Marshall armour. Friday, Saturday gala event. Sunday trustee meeting PM, time to be confirmed. Monday, Irene Court Smythe, dates of show. So this is where we are. We're on the Monday. I'm assuming because there was a I think they said there was a trustee meeting. Yeah, there was a trustee meeting that's just happened. So, okay. All right, attendees, trustees, Right Honourable Bishop Mountjoy. I don't think he would have been Right Honourable. I think that's unless he was like the Privy Council. I think it's the Privy Council. You're Right Honourable. Baron Monsieur Roberts, Sir S. Hargreaves, the Curator. Evelyn Lakshmi Warbeck, Secretary Daniela Freeman, observing Major Butler of the 9th Queen's Royal Lancers. 1. Price of exhibition increase. 2. Ancient Rome exhibition extension. 3. Appropriate behaviour of staff on site. So that's probably what they complained about. 4. Restriction of school children per exhibit. Okay. I don't think there would have been state schools at this time. You would have had church schools, which probably wouldn't come to something like this. Although maybe with the connections through Bishop Mountjoy. And then you've got the public/private schools, who are probably rich enough for them to go, yes, please. We'll charge you lots of money. Anything from that? Oh, I can make a connection. But we know that it's the... Oh, it's one of these. Oh, the trustee meeting minutes. No, that's a different thing. No, okay. Time blocked out in the date planner, and she was going to meet with Irene?
I cannot see the logic in this.
Is that was going to meet? Yeah, okay. So it might be one of these. Copied Percy Blackford's work, apparently.
This will not get me any...
Time blocked out in the date planner. Is that maybe the uncouth men?
Something just